Hello and welcome to the France 24 Observers. This show is made entirely with the comments, photos and videos of our network of observers. They're ordinary people around the world who tell us and show us what's going on where they are. We check everything here in Paris and bring the best to you. When a Lebanese belly dancer and an Israeli heavy metal band perform together on stage, it raises more than a few eyebrows, and not just for artistic reasons. Lebanon and Israel are still technically at war, and in Lebanon, it's considered a criminal act to have any sort of interaction with an Israeli citizen. But dancer Joanna Fakhri decided to go ahead anyway, and here she tells us why. We go now to the heavy metal festival Hellfest in western France with the belly dancer Joanna Fakhri.
During the Hellfest festival on June the 19th, Kobi Fahri and I held up our respective flags at the end of a song. He held the Israeli one and I the Lebanese one. Personally, my goal wasn't to shock or upset people, especially not the Lebanese. As an artist, I simply prone friendship and non-violence between peoples. Many people from my country have supported me, both young and old. I've also received messages of support from around the world. But most ironic of all is, I've received a colossal amount of support from Israelis. But I also received a lot of hate mail, very violent and insulting messages. I even got quite a few death threats. Recently, I heard that a Facebook page had been created called Strip Joanna Fakhri of her Lebanese citizenship. I find this both ridiculous and pointless, especially that I'm actually a French citizen of Lebanese origin. I think that if today I was asked to repeat this symbolic gesture with orphaned land, that is to say wave our country's two flags side by side, I'm pretty sure I'd do it again.
They have the famous Apple logo, the sleek design, and the high-tech displays. Apple stores? Guess again. These Chinese versions of the Mecca of Mac lovers are all fake. But as our observer in China explains, none of his compatriots really seem to mind. We go now to Kunming in southwestern China with our observer. We'll call him Sui.
An American living in China happened to come across two fake Apple stores, and she mentioned them on her blog called A Bird Abroad. That sparked a heated debate on the Chinese web. I did some research and I realized there were many other fake Apple stores in the country. Not all of them look as good as the one in Kunming though. There are only 4 official Apple stores in the country, 2 in Shanghai and 2 in Beijing. That's not enough to meet nationwide demand. There are long queues in front of the stores to buy iPhones. That's why fake Apple stores have sprouted up around the country. After the online controversy erupted, authorities shut down 2 fake Apple stores, but not just because they were fake, just because they had no commercial license. That was just a measure to feed to the media. In fact, it changes absolutely nothing. Most Chinese web users say they don't care whether it's a real or fake Apple store. All they want is Apple products.
A little under a year ago, we discovered a young Ghanaian artist who specializes in something very original, creative burial coffins. Today we've come across the young artist again, but this time he's in Siberia with a new order. We go now to Novosibirsk in Siberia with our observer, the Ghanaian artist Eric Ajeti Anang.
I make abebu adakai, design coffins, coffins in the shape of a fish, lion, and in local terms that is the abebu adakai. It actually goes with the occupation of the disease. A couple of months ago, I really don't know anything about Novosibirsk, Siberia, but I was contacted by the director of World of Funerary and Culture. I'm supposed to make 3 coffins. One coffin is supposed to be done in the local wood in Ghana, which is in the shape of an hammer. And then the 2 coffins were supposed to be done in Siberia here with their pine wood. And the shapes were supposed to be in the fish and then the Coca-Cola bottle. Ever since I came here, I never saw a black guy black people. Anytime I go out, everyone really wants to take a photo. I was very, very warmly received in Novosibirsk. Very well received. I am purposely here to share my culture with other culture.
That's it for this time. This was my last show with the Observers. It was a real pleasure. We need your help to make this show, so check out our website to find out how you can participate. Derek Thompson will see you next week. Goodbye.